20th century inventions.
Well, we got to finish off the Double Jeopardy round with a reference to one of my favorite poems of all time. Something I always think about whenever I read someone bragging about something on Facebook or the internet or some other platform where maybe something great happened, but they actually lead miserable lives. Welcome to the Final Wager. I'm Keith Williams. I'll brag a little bit here until the end of maybe 4 categories to go, maybe about 10 clues left. I can't remember what exactly. I think it was a tobacco clue. I got every single clue in Double Jeopardy, and that's the first time I've ever come close to getting that. I just saw all the categories popping up at the beginning of the round, and I was like, wow, these are all for me. Especially that one about Corey, which is my brother's name, as anyone who has watched this show for any amount of time knows. All right, I'm doing this one live, and actually live, and I can actually see some sunlight on the clouds. It's almost spring. Well, it is spring. It's almost summer. Let's start with Sarah and Doug. Sarah doubles up. Let's just do they're separated by 1,000. So Doug would have to wager 7,200. If he's wrong, he's going to be left with 2,000. So to stay above that, Sarah can wager up to 6,200, and Sam can wager up to 5,000. Now, you'll notice that Sarah and Sam are separated by 1,200, which means that Sarah in second is closer to Doug than she is to Sam, which is good for her because she can lock out Sam while keeping ahead of Doug if they both miss. So that's going to be 14,000. It's going to be 5,800. Very tight range there. If Sarah's wrong with that, she'll be left with something 4. Is that 2,400? Yeah, 2,400. So that would bring us down to 4,600 for Sam. And I guess if Doug wants to play strangely here, you can go for 4,801. I don't like that though, because might as well just go to lock Sarah out. Even as we saw yesterday, Sarah was a very savvy wagerer. Even though I gave it a pink, it was still a thoughtful wager. Did I forget? I think I forgot something here. 4,800. Just add 2,000 here. So I'm going to put 2,600 here. I feel like I'm taking too long. I wouldn't do too much mind games here, but that would be 5,200 to cover that wager. And for the 4,600 amount, that would put Sam at 11,600, which, just getting into the weeds now. 34. That's a 3. That looks like a 7 now. Come on. See, this is what happened. I brought too much time pressure on myself. 1,000 here, so definitely at 1,000 to 1,200 to stay above Sam. That's not a great wager, but it could work. Down here on the downside, I got wheel commercial now. 7,000, at least 2,200, yeah. And here at least 4,400. So here's what I am, 7,200, 5,801, and
Believe.com. 20th century inventions. That's
2,400.
Today. Here comes the clue players. In the 1950s, physicist Louis Essen built the first practical one of these, noting that it wouldn't give you the time of day. 30 seconds. Good luck.
Wouldn't give you the time of day? Wouldn't give you the time of day. Is that a joke, or is that something having to do with a clock? It's not actually a clock. It's not a calculator. Physicist leads me to atomic clock.
I figure this is going to be easy for you three. Sam, we start with you. You're in third place with 7,000, and you wrote down, what is the atomic clock? You are correct. And you will add how much money? 2,900 only. All right, that puts you in first place at 9,900.
I don't think that's
a
bad wager at all.
Sarah Thompson. She has 8,200. She will add to
5,801.
Change nuclear to atomic. That's good.
Okay.
She will add 6,000. That puts her in the lead now with 14,200. And it takes us to Doug Behrend. 9,200 going into final. wrote down the correct response. Did he risk more than 5,000?
Good.
Oh, yes, 7201. He's the new Jeopardy champion with 16,401.
That was a lot of fun to watch that game. The scores weren't that high. There were a lot of bad guesses there on some of those clues. I was hoping that both Doug and Sarah would go Sam would go bigger on the daily doubles that they had in what I thought were wordplay categories. I can't remember what Doug's first one was, but Sam had that first letter is one before the last letter, and that's the category that if you got time to think about a wordplay, you can really limit the number of possibilities. And as we saw, it was a good thing that she didn't go big on that one because she missed it. She couldn't pull out Bocce. Man, what was the one that Doug had? It doesn't really matter, but he's the winner, and he is an enjoyable player to watch. I enjoyed all three, and he'll be back on Monday, and I hope you will too. And I also hope you have a great weekend. So we'll see you in 3 days' time. Same bat channel. I guess not the same time because sometimes it goes up at 8, sometimes it goes up the next day. You get the drift. I'll shut up now. We'll see you Monday right here on the Final Wager.